I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we'll take up more examples based on change of subject. We'll utilize the factoring skills to change the subject. Change of subject also means isolate variable. As you know, in these set of worksheets, we have covered more than 100 examples categorized in 10 different levels. So here we are talking about level 5 where we are going to use the factoring skills. Level 6 is slightly difficult with factoring skills again, right? Okay, so let's look into level 5 now, factoring skills. We need to isolate the variable t or change the subject to t. Perfect. So as you can see, t is a common factor in all the 6 equations given to us. You get the idea, right? So once we combine it, then we can actually isolate it very easily. So let us see how do we do that. So let's begin with the very first set, which is d equals to 2t plus at. Now in this case, on the right hand side, I could factor t. In both the terms, it is a common term. So 2 plus a becomes another factor. And now I could divide both sides by 2 plus a to isolate t, right? So it is customary to write t on the left hand side when we want to change the subject. And therefore, I'm writing it like t equals to d over 2 plus a. Makes sense? So that is our answer. You can follow this technique and do the others. Very slight variation. So in this one, instead of plus, we have minus. So let's rewrite the question, which is b equals to rt minus at. Taking t common, we have r minus a. And dividing by r minus a, we do get t, which I prefer to write on left hand side, as it should be, to change the subject to t, right? So we get t equals to b over r minus a. Makes sense? Likewise, let's do the next one, which is d equals to 2at, right? So slightly different from the previous one. We got some numbers here to be factored out, right? So as you can see, along with t, 2 is also common, right? Factor. So I could actually factor out 2t and then write a plus 3, right? So 6 divided by 2 is 3. And now dividing, we get d over 2 times a plus 3 equals to t. So when you divide, we want to isolate t. Perfect. So we just keep t and all other terms, put them in denominator on the other side. So t is equal to d over 2 times a plus 3. Makes sense? So that is our first set of 3. And now here is the second set of 3 for you to practice. Well, I hope you have understood the process. In case you want to learn from me directly, you can send an email on the address given. Let's continue. So what we have here is AT equals to ST minus 5. Slightly different from what we had earlier. So we'll bring all these terms with t on the left hand side. So we have AT minus ST equals to minus 5. Now t is a common factor. So we get a minus s equals to minus 5. And so t is equal to minus 5 over a minus s. So you could also write as 5 over s minus a. That's possible. Both are correct answers. I'll leave it here for now. Okay, great. Let's do the next one, which is 4pt equals to 3r minus 2t. Bring the terms with t on the left hand side. That's our strategy. So it minus 2t becomes plus 2t, right? And now what are we going to do? We'll take 2t common, right? And so we get 2p plus 1 here equals to 3r. And t is equal to 3r divided by 2 times 2p plus 1. Makes sense? So that is how we are going to do it. Last question for you. So on the right hand side, you do see that we have a, which is to be multiplied with both, right? You may open this. You have to, because you need to isolate t, right? So we could write this as 2t equals to ab minus at, correct? Now bring the term with t on the left hand side. So we get 2t plus at equals to ab, and taking t common, I get 2 plus a equals to ab, or t is equal to ab over 2 plus a. Makes sense? So this is the method which could help you isolate t when we have two terms with t, right? So I hope it helps you to understand the whole process. Feel free to write your comments, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, it'd be great. Thanks for your time.